Good day, lovelies. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Omoyega Oluwatosin, and if this is your first time of stopping by, kindly like, subscribe, and share all our videos. And on the channel today, I'm going to show you how to cut a pencil skirt with a contoured hip, butt, and nail. And if this is a tutorial you are interested in, please keep on watching. For this tutorial, you'll be needing your ruler, your tape rule, your chalk, your scissors, and the fabric you'll be working on. The first thing you want to do is to rule a straight line, and this line is going to be known as our waistline. And it is from this line we are going to be taking all our vertical measurement from. The next thing you want to do from here is to measure your skirt length. The skirt length I'm working with is 42. Then I'm going to add 2 inches hemming and sewing allowance to it. That makes it 44. Now let me add this little information. Your skirt might have a band and you might decide not to have a band on your skirt. For this tutorial, I'll be adding a band. Your band range from 1 inch to whatsoever the designer preference is, but for me I'm making use of 1.5 inch. So I'm going to place the 1.5 inch directly on the waistline before going in to take my skirt length measurement, which is 42 plus 2 inches for hemming and sewing allowance. Please take note of this information, okay? So what you see me doing is trying to mark my skirt length measurement and roll a line. Now the next line you want to roll is your hip line. For me, my hip line is 8.5. You can see that I'm still placing my 1.5 inch on the waistline before going ahead to mark my 8.5 inches. If you don't have your hip line measurement, just make use of 8 inches. Okay, that's the hip line measurement for female adults. Now the next thing you want to do is to place the tape on your waist and measure to under your bust. Now that's what I did. I placed the tape on my waist and measure to under my bust. What I had here was 14.5. So this is going to make my butt line. Yes, my butt line measurements. And the next line you want to measure from here is the hip line. Still placing my tape on the 1.5 inch on the waistline, I went ahead to measure my 25 inches, which is also my what nail line. If your skirt is not having a band, take all your measurement from the waistline without minusing 1.5 or 2 inches for band. The next thing we are going to do from here is to add our measurement. On the waistline, I'm going to divide my waist by 4 plus 1 inch for that. Okay, so that's what I mark on the waistline. Please pay attention to the measurements. The next thing I did was apply my hip measurement. On the hip line, I marked 1/4 of my hip. That's 1/4 of my hip measurement, and I connect my waist measurement to the hip measurement using the curved side of my ruler. The next line I want to mark the measurements on is the butt line. Now whatsoever you have on the hip line, minus 1 inches if you are not too curvy, but if you are curvy, minus 1.5 inches, but I'm not on the curvy side, so I'm going to minus 1 inches. Okay, yes, 1 inches. And see the way I'm going to place my tape, I'm still going to use the curved side of my ruler to curve my hip line into my butt measurements. Okay, now on the nail line, I'm going to minus 1.5 inches from the nail line. So whatsoever I have on the hip line, minus 1.5 on the nail line. Okay, minus 1.5 on the nail line. On the butt line, I minus 1 inch, but on the nail line, I minus 1.5 inch. After connecting the bust to the nail line, okay, the bust measurement to the nail measurement, the next thing you want to do is to connect your nail to the hem. So whatsoever you have on the nail, that's what you're going to mark at the hem. So what we have on the nail is 9 inches, I'm going to mark the same 9 inches on the hem. Okay, once you are done, you're going to go ahead to connect this point with a straight line, because it is what you have on the nail that you mark on the hem. After marking the measurement, you're going to connect this mark point with a straight line. The next thing you want to do from here is to add your seam allowance. You can do 1 inches. I did 1.5 inches for this tutorial. So go and ahead to add your seam allowance. You can do from half to 1.5 inches. After adding your seam allowance on the center front, come in by half an inch because the waist is not straight, it is curved. Maintain a straight line of 3 inches before going in to connect this to the side seam. And you are going to connect this to the original measurement point, not on your seam allowance. So once you are done, go ahead to add your sewing allowance. Yes, go ahead to add your sewing allowance. So it is now time to cut. So this is what you're going to have at the end of the day. We are going to set this aside, then we are going to use this later when we are cutting the back. So take your time to cut the center waist of the skirt. So this is what you're going to have. I just love notching the center of every dress that I make. So let's set this aside and work on the back. While I was filming this video, I don't know that my phone has stopped recording. Now let me explain what I did here. At the center back, you can see a straight line. That straight line is 2 inches. Now I ruled my waist line for the back, the straight line where all your vertical measurement is going to be taken from. The next thing I did was come in at the center back by 1.5 inch, and on the under butt line, and on the butt line I came in by 1 inch. Yes, but if you are curvy, use 1.5. If you are not that curvy, use 1 inch. Now on the waistline, I applied 1/4 of my waist measurement. Okay, and on the hip I apply 1/4 of my hip measurement as well. After marking the waist and hip measurement, the next thing you want to do is to bring your front pattern and measure what you have from the center front to where you apply your original bust measurement, not on the seam allowance. So whatsoever you have there, that's what you are going to place on the back. Yes, from that contoured point, that's what you are going to apply there. Okay, you repeat the same thing from the for the new part as well. I came in 1 inch before applying whatsoever I have at the knee at the front, on the knee at the back. Okay, I put the same thing at the hem as well. You can see that I'm coming in 1 inches before I apply what I have on my knee at the front to the nail at the back. So take your time to do this. So the next thing you're going to do is to connect your side seam. So the hip is going first before the under butt, before the nail, and back to the hem. I'm going to use a long ruler for the hem part. Okay, so that's what you're going to repeat the same thing I did here as well. Connect the contoured part up to the hem. So the next thing you want to do is to add your seam allowance. So I'm going to add my sewing allowance up to the knee point. So for the sewing allowance, I'm going to be adding 1.5 inch at the center back. Yes, because the back, I'm not going to add mark it up to the end because I want a vent at the back or a slit opening. I don't know which one I want to do, but I'm just going to leave enough allowance that will go in for the vent. So what you see me marking is the zipper allowance. I am marking 1.5 inch, but you can do with 1 inch. Okay, you can do 1 inch. 1 inch is okay. I'm just marking 1.5 inch. So go ahead to connect your line, add your side seam allowance to the other length, other side. Okay. And as for the back, don't leave the back straight. On the center back, go up by 0.5 inch and connect it to the side seam, so that place is slantly drawn, so the back waist is slant down to the side seam. So the next thing you want to do is to cut out this pattern. Please watch the way I'm going to be cutting the pattern and follow the same method. If you want a slit at the back of your skirt, you can use 1.5 inch for the seam allowance, but because I want to event and I want it to be like extravagant, that's why I had enough to go round for the folding. And what else? Don't forget to contour the back up to the hem as well. And this is what you are going to have at the end of the day: your front and back contoured skirt pattern that fits into your shape. Okay, and if you like the video, please give it a thumb up, like and share our videos. And if you have any tutorial requests, please don't hesitate to leave a comment for us. We'll be seeing them. I thought that I lost this video. I later found it and I cannot go back and do the recording. The first thing you want to do is to come in from the center back by 2 inches. You rule this straight line up to the hem, and don't forget to rule a straight line which is going to be your waistline. So the next thing I did was place the center of the front on that line and transfer my knee, waist and butt measurements on our new fabric. The knee, waist and butt measurements on the new fabric, or the fabric that is going to be acting as our back pattern. Okay.
And yes, I'm blaming you. And you know I can't take it now or never. And you've been